Welcome to Reparenting Daily, your free daily guide for inner child healing and repairing the relationship with yourself. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is the daily reading, the second is a discussion of the reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is peaceful binaural beats meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you could join us on this journey of self-expansion. If this is your first time here, welcome. As a celebration of passing episode 700, I've opened a free membership tier for the Patreon community so you can access additional resources and join the weekly Zoom calls for free. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now and that so many people are really struggling. My hope here is to still encourage others to continue the work on reparenting and to offer a free community where people can come together and do that. I'd also like to thank all of you who've been along on the journey so far. Just as a reminder, this is a free podcast, but you can support the project by purchasing the Reparenting Daily Journal, where you can follow us along all year. This 333-page journal gives you extra insight and resources for each week, and also provides space for you to keep your notes. Another way to support the podcast is to purchase the Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, volumes 1 through 3. This collection organizes famous and obscure fairy tales from around the world into the 3 phases of the hero's journey. While you might think that fairy tales are for kids, I'd like to challenge you. These stories contain profound truths and lessons carried down over millennia that we can use in our reparenting journey. It's a fun way to reconnect with your inner child. Each volume comprises 10 fairy tales. They include an analysis section to help you dive deeper into the message, as well as journal prompts and space to reflect on the story's meaning in your life. Lastly, you can also support the project by taking a paid Patreon subscription, by purchasing the books on the website, or by donating via Buy Me a Coffee. You can find all this information on the Support Us section of the website. So now, with these announcements out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is a poem entitled Accountable by Nichole. Just as a reminder, we are in April, and the theme for this month is developing structure and discipline. We're in week 4, the first day of week 4, and the theme for this week is holding yourself accountable. This is a short poem that speaks to the importance of accountability, and as always, you can find the link in the show notes in case you'd like to read it in your own time. Accountable. Hold me accountable if I hurt you or mislead you. Hold me accountable. If my words, when I spoke them, did not hold the truth, hold me accountable. If my actions don't reflect what I said, hold me accountable. Hold me accountable. For things I've done wrong, I need to justify my actions so I know to be better with my next interaction. It's the only way I can learn. Teach me, correct me, show me, uncover my blind eyes. The only way to fix the problem is to address the problem. That is where accountability comes in. Hold me accountable. If no one ever shows me or tells me when I'm wrong or didn't follow through, how will I know? Those discussions we don't like having, so we sweep them under the rug and let it go. But that's how the repetitive actions kept going and going and going, because people are not held accountable. So, I ask, please, will you hold me accountable? Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the short and beautiful, poignant poem, holding us accountable, holding ourselves accountable. I love how this poem indicates how being held accountable is a collective experience in our interaction with others, but also an interaction that we have with ourselves. As we begin this week holding ourselves accountable, it's beginning to cross into the territory of refathering, that structure, that discipline, that guidance, the foundation that we need to be successful. How can we hold ourselves accountable? The section that says, teach me, correct me, show me, uncover my blind eyes. Now, these are, of course, questions that we can ask our higher power, our higher self. We have to understand keeping ourselves accountable both with each other and with ourselves internally. For once we are able to keep ourselves internally accountable, the external will be much easier. Of course, there are always multiple parties, but when you can maintain your own accountability, you will see that you'll be able to strengthen others, who will then be able to help themselves and others, and so forth, and we're on an upward spiral together. Holding ourselves accountable is something that we've all experienced if you've been following along this project. Again, approaching episode 730, every single day for 2 years. This has been my way to stay accountable to myself and to you all, and to give an example of what that looks like when you're on a reparenting journey. I hope that you've appreciated that, and I hope that you take it as inspiration and hope for yourself, that you too can be accountable to yourself and achieve the same progress. Now, as we think about the journal questions, journal reflections, number 1, where in your life do you feel that it's easy to be accountable to yourself? Does that have to do with the goals that you have, your environment, your habits, or the length of a certain habit? What makes it easy to be accountable in this area? Number 2, which areas do you struggle to maintain accountability? And think about why that is. And number 3, what supports or resources do you need to ensure that you're more accountable to yourself? What do you need to be more successful? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself and please do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please find a place where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for the next 10 minutes. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you most comfortable today. Just take some time to listen to yourself. Next, be sure that you're taking time to be with your breath and to connect more fully with your body. Don't be disturbed or overwhelmed by your thoughts. Simply allow them to pass. Just observe them. Do not engage with your thoughts. Only be mindful of them passing, as if they are leaves drifting down top of a river. Use this time to connect with yourself, whatever time of day you are listening to this. Namaste.